They say freedom is the ability to walk wherever you want. But what if your feet are chained and your soul is free? In a dusty prison cell, surrounded by thick concrete walls, a man named Raghav began his life sentence. His past was filled with mistakes. His future seemed sealed. No sunlight, no hope, just the endless echo of guilt and the heavy silence of regret. Prison wasn't just iron bars and schedules. It was the storm inside his own mind. Raghav didn't fight the other inmates, he fought himself. Regret clawed at him. Rage twisted in his chest. Every night trudged endlessly, filled with noise only he could hear. Then one day, an old inmate named Kabir slid a book under his door. It was worn half torn. The title, The Power of Stillness. The book didn't shout, it whispered. It didn't preach, it invited. Raghav began to sit in silence, trying to breathe without judgment, watching his thoughts instead of obeying them. At first, nothing changed. Then slowly, the noise began to fade. In a place where time was punishment, he started using time as a mirror to see the self he had long abandoned. He kept going, one breath at a time, and something began to shift, not just in him, but around him. He started sharing what he was learning. Inmates who once fought now sat with him in quiet circles. Even the guards paused to listen. Raghav, a prisoner, had become a teacher not of religion, not of ideology but of presence, a piece of returning home to oneself. Years passed. When his name came up for parole, he didn't walk into the hearing to beg or justify. He simply spoke of what he had learned. He said, "You may choose to release me today, but I was freed the day I forgave myself." The room fell silent. There was no argument, no defense, just truth. And sometimes, truth doesn't need to shout to be heard. Raghav stepped out into the world again, but everything looked different, not because the world had changed, but because he had. He opened a small meditation center not to teach people how to live, but to help them meet themselves. And every time he sat down to meditate under a tree, he remembered the longest journey is not from one place to another, but from the mind to the heart.